Okay, so now all the deck's complete, we can move on to which I find the most enjoyable part of any wooden ship build, and that's the planking. A little bit different to obviously the hull of a battleship. It's a lot easier to plank than a ship of the line like my HMS Victory, but still the principles of planking are still very much the same, and there's some of the techniques I'm going to show you in today's video you can quite easily take on to any other kind of build. So these are the lengths of obviously lime strips, and these are normally around about 5mm by 1.5 or 2mm. So this is a double plank construction. So once we put on this this first layer of planking, we will be going over with this really fine lime strip that we use on the decking and doing a second layer of construction. So once all nailed and glued this first section on, and then we'll do a laminate strip. So it just gives you a little bit more the opportunity to, if you make mistakes, you want to kind of make it on the first layer of planking, and then you can tend to hide quite a lot of mistakes with this laminate strip on the second layer. Okay, so in the instructions they've told you to kind of stop on the I think it's a 12th rib, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah, so that's a 12th rib. So I've just made a little mark so I know where I'm going to stop. So most constructions, they tend to, on the joining rib, they tend to where you normally put around about half the width for the rib covered with one plank, and then you can start from the next one. But personally myself, how I like to build is I like to put a nice 45-degree angle on my planks. You can't do a scarf joint, it's too difficult, and it does take you weeks to do scarf joints, but ideally in wooden ship building that's where you'd kind of put a scarf joint on. But I still think like the nice 45-degree angle makes a nice little join. So we kind of start where these flat part of the rib joins the curved section. So you move your plank down, you do kind of feel it hitting. So that's where the plank will stop. So what I'll do on my join is I'll get it so it's flush with the end of the rib. So actually the 45-degree angle is facing down. So when we bring the next part in, the 45-degree angles will join up. So what I like to do is I've got my little pin vise, and what I do is I cut off one of the little pins, cut the end off one of the pins that we'll be using, and I put it in the pin vise, so then I can, or like pre-force a hole in, and I think it sometimes makes it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to take a white glue and then just brush some glue on every rib. Get that first one on, making sure it's pretty much flush with the edge of the rib. So once it's flush with the end of this rib, I can take one of my pins. I'm just going to put it in the pre-punched hole, and I like to use my little tack hammer and just tack that in. And I'll move along and just get this plank and just move it down until it hits that stop. Like I say, just keep making sure that plank hits that stop. Okay, so once the plank's starting to work its way to the bow, this is what we don't really want to add any twist into it at all. We should just let it take its own natural line. It's all been pinned beforehand, it's holding it in place, so now you should just be able to just press it down without moving it up or down at all, and then just fasten it in place. So what I'm going to do is go about there, and I'll pin it there. So Same again, all I'm doing is just pressing it, letting it take its own natural line. Pin it once more. Okay, so that's the first one in. And then all you want to do, lift it up, have a look at it with your eye, have a look at it down the full length. Close one eye, because that's always the best way, and then just look if you've got any. You should have pretty much, hopefully, quite a straight line. If you don't, just pull one of your pins out, still got time, and just adjust the plank slightly up. I think I'm a little bit low there, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the pin out. Still got time. Pull the pin out, and then it should kind of lift up itself in any case, and just take its own natural line. And then just kind of hold it back, and then just repin it. Look again. Yeah, that's perfect this time. So then all we're going to do, we're going to cut it to length right on this this bow. Then just kind of go over what you've done and just add in the rest of the pins to the ribs.